welcome back to another What If Civilization Started Over videos. Today in this video, we'll be checking out a brand new series that you guys have loved. What If Civilization Started Over on Pangea. In the last episode, we seen the California Civil War and the Red Country invading the Triangle Alliance. This will activate the entire Triangle Alliance against the Red Country, and the Civilization War is still going on. And for the first things going to be happening in this video, what's a good location? Oh yes, we will see Norway will launch an invasion of Sweden. Sweden had no idea this was going to happen. So Norway will launch this invasion, pushing up and taking off it is. But some word might be getting out. Sweden might be getting help from Finland. So Sweden will be able to push the Norwegians back. And they will be able to push up and cut this area off from Norway, taking this area fully underneath their control. And then we'll fully wipe out the Norway, and we can now check out this peace treaty. Norway will let them live, but their borders will be like this. But Norway's borders will look something like this. So what will Norway do? I'm able to find it. They will join the Triangle Alliance. They will join the Triangle Alliance. But let's come over here to the red team. But not now. Let's come over here to the Californian Civil War. But North California will make and push the South back completely out of their territory. In the South, we'll also be able to push California and connect up with this, and they'll be able to completely push the north of California out of their territory. And they will be able to push back up into California territory. But this won't be a fair fight with another country jumping in. So, Alaska, or Canada, will launch an invasion of California, pushing up towards the north, and now California has to split their troops to hold off two fronts. The north will get closer to the capital, but California will not let this slide, and they will move their troops from this border all the way up towards the north, pushing back the north. But also at the same time, the South will get the upper hand and start to push California back. And eventually the capital will be captured and California will fall. Now we can check out their peace treaty. The North will get all of this right here. In the south, we'll get all of this. But the rest of California will get divided up. A brand new nation right here will form up. And same thing with a brand new pink team. A pink team will form up right here, and its main part will be turned into a new country. This will be California's new borders. These guys will put their capital here. Here's theirs, and boom. Those are all three of these new nations' capital, but we should also place these guys' capital. It will be right here as that first major city they captured. By the way, these guys do have their capital right there. The green team has their capital here. But now we can come back to this, where we will see the red team pushing their borders up north. The red team will fully cut this area off and start to push up. But many of Triangle nations will move their troops to help out the brown team. And the brown team will be able to connect this path up to push the red team back. They'll be able to push the red team all the way back to here, but the red team will keep a massive amount of troops there. But the brown team will start to push up towards this area because the brown team actually kind of wanted this piece of land for years. And they will finally be able to push it up and take the land. The capital will start to be threatened. But the yellow team, before the red team even gets the chance to launch an invasion to take this land back, the yellow team will come in to take some land. They will cut off the capital area from the red team. And the pink team will also push up towards the red team. They will take a massive chunk of red team land. They'll be able to push up, taking all of this. But a massive rebellion will pop up in the south. This will be the dark pink team. This will even have the red team's colony over here. And the blue team will hop in to take some land. They'll push up and take the capital. These guys will completely push the red team back. And it will start to push the red team all the way to here. These guys will push towards the red teams and take a massive chunk, and the rest of the red team will fall. And now we can check out this peace treaty. Peace treaty. But these guys will take a massive amount of land, taking all of this. The blue team will be able to take the original capital and be able to take all of this. The pink team will be able to take back a decent amount of the original land. And the yellow team will also take back a massive chunk of this land. We'll also be able to take a massive chunk of land and capturing that major city. This area will be turned into their own separate country. These guys will take a massive chunk of land right here. And these are now the new borders of the red country. And now let's take this let's take the red country's old capital and donate it to countries in need. The red country will put their capital in the center of their nation. These guys will also put their capital right here in the center of their nation. But now with the red country gone, the Triangle Alliance will start to just collapse. It's because they kind of see there's no point in being in this alliance with their main threat gone. So many nations will start to leave. Only these three will stay in the whole Triangle Alliance because they see there is still a need to stay in the Triangle Alliance just in case the red country ever reforms, or is there a new threat? But these two nations up north here will start to have a massive disagreement on who gets to control all of it. These guys believe this whole thing should be split like this. These guys believe this whole strait should be split like this. But these guys get in this side, and Alaskans should get this side. This dispute will get so bad, the Russians will declare war on the Alaskans. By the way, this war is happening years after the collapse of the Red Country. So the Russians will move their troops across the border. They'll also start to push even more into Alaskan land, taking a massive chunk out of Alaska. And they are taking a massive amount of major cities, only 3. But Alaska will not sit back. They will launch their own invasion of Russia, taking back 2 of the major cities, and now the 3rd one. A massive bloody stalemate will hold off in this major city and on this border. But over here, we'll see the collapse of India. A massive chunk of Indian land will split off right here. And then another massive chunk of Indian land will also split off in Tibet. And also the south will break away. We'll get back to this in the future. But we'll see Baja discovering more of Mexico. They'll discover all of this, but they'll stop because the further they go down the continent, the harder it gets, because this is pretty freaking cold. You know anything about cold places? Humans do not like that. In the Californian Empire, in the Baja California Empire, we're going ahead and expand the borders. But not too much, because that's how the original California collapsed. But this land right here will break away, and the Baja Californian Empire will allow it, because they don't feel like fighting a war right now. So this is what their borders will officially now look like. And this country will put their capital right here. Oh, that's on. Oh, yeah. These guys will put their capital here. But these two are starting to become close allies. They're going to become close friends. But Egypt is starting to become a dominant power in the world. But Egypt will continue expanding down the Nile. They officially reach the end. They'll also take this other path, but they will stop because they had reached the end of the Nile. They'll expand a little bit outwards, but they'll also stop because this area is just a hot desert. There's a little bit of rainforest over here, but this area is just mostly a desert. So they'll stop. But a little bit of Australia will also get discovered. But they'll also stop because it is cold down here. But I will be seeing you guys. But this video is now officially over. and you guys enjoyed this video, I will highly doubt you to go. First, press that like and subscribe button. It'll help out the channel a ton. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!